Is it still within operational limits right now? Yes. And it will stay that way until it fails. Welcome, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by. Today I'm coming at you with a really kind of exciting showcasing for you today. I just came across this recently for $3 at Half Price Books, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get all over that. Basically, I grew up with this movie. My parents, knowing I was a fan of robots, said you gotta see this movie with this really scary robot in it called 2001: A Space Odyssey. I was introduced to that film probably sometime when I was 9 or 10 years old in the 80s, and life has never been the same. Since I saw the film for the very first time in the 80s, that means I most likely saw the original film to tape transfer. So when I came across this, I thought, wow, this might be the best way to own the original film to tape transfer on home video. Coming at you to showcase the 2001: A Space Odyssey LaserDisc or laser video disc that came out in the early 80s. Taking a look at the back here, we can see package copyright 1983, MGM UA Entertainment Co. And yes, I have actually watched the whole film on this LaserDisc presentation, good old pan and scan from the 80s, most likely the original film to tape transfer, the way I very first saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I was very, very surprised how clean the LaserDisc is. All three sides speck-free, rot-free, really, really in great shape. It was a real hoot seeing 2001: A Space Odyssey in this 80s home video pan and scan presentation. Taking a closer look at the front cover, we've got stereo extended play on one corner, the other corner laser video disc. Most likely says a 2-disc set. You can see the clearance sticker there, dated probably November 29th, 2022. As I said, I just got this. MGM UA home video logo up top. Then it's very cool, the majority of the front cover features the original theatrical poster art of the space bust blasting out of the little space station there. Makes the movie maybe look a little more exciting than it actually is. Not knocking the movie, but looks like it's shooting out of there like a Michael Bay movie, when space travel in this film is hardly a fast endeavor. Really cool painting artwork for the front cover, and on the bottom here, 2001: A Space Odyssey, a Stanley Kubrick production. Taking a look at the back, top corner, stereo extended play. In the small print it says this video disc is extended play. In this format it can offer chapter search, scan, pause, and dual channel sound depending on the recorded contents. On the other corner, laser video disc and warning copyright information. Panning further down, we got the title there, a Stanley Kubrick production, some credits. Pretty standard for this era on MGM home video. We just got 2 square still photos there, one of David Bowman in his little pod, and the other one of both David Bowman and Frank Poole in the pod discussing what to do about Hal, while Hal is reading their lips and reading every single word they're saying. Kubrick's 2001 is the ultimate trip. 2001, the more you watch it, the more you see in it. Light years ahead of its time. 2001 is a spectacular movie that grows even more wondrous as time passes. Stanley Kubrick's 1968 masterpiece has an awesome scope. It reaches the outer limits of interplanetary space and penetrates man's inner destiny. A uniquely poetic piece of science fiction, said the New Yorker. Hypnotically entertaining. Technically and imaginatively, it is staggering. Newsweek said, Kubrick's special effects border on the miraculous, a quantum leap in quality over any sci-fi film ever made. As producer, director, and co-writer of the screenplay with Arthur C. Clarke, Kubrick brought complex ideas to the screen with astounding immediacy through spectacular special effects. Inspired by Clarke's epic book, The Sentinel, 2001 moves from the prehistoric birth of intelligence to the emergence of man as pure thought. Somewhere in the future, Director of photography Jeffrey Unsworth brings you the universe, while the stately music of Richard Strauss makes the galaxies sing. The entire film is a stunning, sensuous marvel, a brilliant achievement for Kubrick. Underneath the little synopsis we've got cast. Pause and read if you want to. When not in use, place video disc in jacket and store in cool, dry place. On the bottom corner we've got your little barcode there. Color video disc screening time 139 minutes. Other copyright information there. On the bottom, manufactured by Pioneer Video Incorporated by license under several pending patents, printed in USA. On the other bottom corner, this CX mark indicates that this video disc has utilized the CX noise reduction system, a trademark of CBS Incorporated. Looking at the side 1 label here, MGM UA Home Video. It's like a gray label with a couple of red stripes. Got your running time information, catalog number ML100002. Did I do the right number of zeros? If not, oh well. A 1 there indicating side 1 of this LaserDisc, extended play and stereo. Taking a look at side 2, looks exactly the same except for there's a 2 there. Taking a look at side 3, all the same except there's a 3 there. Taking a look at what would be considered side 4, as we can see, program material has been recorded only on other side of this video disc. Very glad I came across this. It was a hoot to be able to see this pan and scan version for the first time in a long time. I probably haven't watched this version since frickin' late 80s, early 90s. In the early 90s I think I came across a VHS that was actually widescreen, which was really cool at the time because I knew that this movie was a wider movie shot in 70 millimeters, so it was really cool to actually be able to see the whole image for the first time in the early or mid 90s whenever I got that widescreen VHS. Most likely haven't seen this version of the movie since before I got that VHS. Very cool. And it's interesting because as a kid I wasn't exactly sure what, because you know this version pan and scan features, there's several moments throughout the film where they actually do the pan, where it's just like a static shot and it'll go like from one side of the screen to the other, and I always thought it was actually really cool looking. I wasn't exactly sure what was going on at the time. I didn't know that it was, you know, panning across a wider image at the time. I thought it was a technical way to pan the camera or something like that as a kid, so I actually thought it was a really cool when I would see that on movies on TV. It's just like, wow, I like that stylistic choice, not knowing at the time that it was just simply panning across the wider film image. So it was really cool to be able to experience that on this LaserDisc once again. It's so funny how when you first get a movie, it's like you long for the widescreen version, and after several decades of having the widescreen version, it's like you long for the pan and scan version. It's just like, we're just never happy, are we? Guess that pretty much does it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.